I still hit that same corner on the thing there. It wasn't really a major crash. It's probably a good 1.5 inches of a bend. No, I think I'll be okay. This is around Tunbridge, Vermont. I was with some proper dual sports, and my bike was about 300 pounds heavier than everyone else's. Double the power, but also double the weight, so not necessarily fair. This is actually the last time for sure that I'm out riding with the OEM crash bars. Watching this back, it's painful because I definitely wouldn't get stuck on that point these days. Anyway, so dropped the bike three times actually. The last time I had a mild concussion from because I fell off pretty hard. But this was the last time I ran the B&W crash bars because they were completely sitting on top of the cylinder heads at that point, and they were not going to get me through the 2018 riding season at all. So, and everyone was so far ahead of me that when I dropped the bike here a few times, there was no one around to help me get it back up. I dropped the bike on the X-head on the right side when there were no crash bars installed, and I dropped it straight on concrete, and you couldn't even tell it was dropped. It held up really well. I knew it was going to happen eventually, and I'm glad that I did it safely with some friends. $55 or 60 miles an hour. I hit this little patch right here in the middle, see it? And front went out from under me. I gave a little bit of gas to get the front end to line up a little bit, turned to the right a little bit. It balanced out for a second. Then this side went out from under me pretty much like an instant. So I landed on my right side, right knee, right elbow, and the bike was on top of me, and we were sliding this direction. It was kind of all mashed in. AltRider crash bars were fine. You can see here they're scratched up, but they completely did their job. The Machine Moto X heads are scratched up. Aux lights are fine. Gumby was moved, of course. And here's the Machine Moto Advanced Handguard, for which they've already replaced this under warranty for some reason. There's the brake right there. I mean, biggest thing was that my brake lever still works. Pulled it out. Amazing. I don't know how I pulled it out. It took me a lot of work. The bike was covered in sap. My left grip still has sap on it. I had sap on my helmet, on my suit. Sap was everywhere. I was in a pine tree basically. I just hit a little, thing, and I just, bounced, basically.
Makes you feel better. I just dropped mine too.
Oh yeah, that was easy. And while not every clip here is of a drop of the bike, this does go to show you the kind of terrain that we're riding on with our bikes. And if you are riding this kind of terrain that you see in this video, please don't run the BMW OEM crash bars. They are anytime you hit a little bump here and it throws you a little bit off to the wrong side into a rut or into the grass, you're really going to wish you had some hardy cylinder head guards and crash bars, without a doubt. The beautiful powder-coated AltRider crash bars are not damaged, they're scratched. They're no longer beautiful anymore, but they work really, really, really well. The only problem I have on the left side is that the clearance between the X head and the AltRider is like just enough for a needle to go through. So there's not a lot of tolerance there for these bending, but I don't think I'll ever bend them, honestly, unless I crash on tarmac at 40 miles an hour. Oh, fuck. Oh. Well, all right, well, we're almost home now. We are getting home with this bike. This bike got me home. That just means so much to me, that I'm not being towed home. So, I made this video. It's long, but I made this video because having ran 2 different OEM crash bars, and the Heed crash bars, and seeing Touratech crash bars and head guards completely get disintegrated off-road on low speed, just, small crashes. I am not going to run any other crash bar going forward except for AltRiders. They are fantastic. No one's paying me to say that, but as you guys can see over the last 12 or so minutes, I dropped the bike a lot, and the AltRider bars on the left and the right side are unmoved. It looks like there's a gap. There's no gap there, but that's because the X heads, Machine Art Moto X heads, fill that space. But the AltRider crash bars have not moved in 12,000 miles of abuse. And those are just the clips that I have on video for you guys. They're the only crash bars I'll run going forward, and the Machine Art Moto X heads are the only cylinder head covers you should wear. I think they're a great combination. The AltRider bars allow for valve clearance checks pretty easily, but they have that nice big gap on the rear there. The X heads fill that gap perfectly. So I was thinking about all the drops, and I thought it might be valuable to show you guys all of them in a compilation. Thanks for watching.